Shee!
That's loud as fuck, bro.
Ouch. Shee!
From Rixie, this is Debuff, and I'm your host, Steve Skeels. All right, welcome back to Debuff, episode 69.
Episode 69, episode 420.
What's up, guys?
Not too much. It's hot as fucking nuts.
Yeah.
It is.
In Virginia right now.
It do be hot, though.
Yeah. I said I had a surprise for you guys. I think you probably might have figured it out based on this.
More sounds.
More sounds, but different sounds.
Is it all you this time?
Did you do it?
All of these sounds are me. Every single one.
Oh, my God.
The nice cock one sounded
Pretty good.
Yeah.
That's one of the nice cock.
Oh, it is you. Jeez.
It's me. So for the listeners, maybe if you're just joining us, we have a soundboard and we have a bunch of crazy sound effects on it. And today I had a little bit of free time, and I said last week I might do it, and so I recorded myself saying all these things, and I put it into the soundboard. My name's Jeff.
do you go ahead?
It definitely
show some of your faves.
Let's see. I mean, okay, so I did these ones. It's a cookie duster. I did those ones, and I did Steve. Man, it's so watered down. Hold on.
It's all right,
a second.
man. We got it. We got the point. It's a lot of work.
Fart.
Do the fart one.
Okay, that's great. So I did Sean. I did Steve, Sean, and I did. Oh, you can. You
Oh, I
can.
can.
I tried to do some that like weren't words.
The fucking Among Us.
Among Us. Eric Andre. Bow, down, bow, 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 bow. I did yeet. Yeet.
Oh, that's good. That one's good.
The she.
Yeah, dude, that's pretty
I
good.
recorded it a couple times.
That's awesome.
My name's Jeff. Ooh. Bruh. It's
Dude, some of those are spot on, dude.
Jesus Christ. Poppy, likey. Poppy. I don't have thoughts. So it sounds so underwater.
Dude, it sounds fine to me.
Yeah.
Maybe it's your headphones, dude.
No, it's not the headphones.
Maybe it's your headphones.
It's the it's this cable. I gotta fix this cable. I don't know. Is that some sort of jibber jabber or something? So yeah, if you hear me saying things, but my mouth isn't moving.
Yeah, I got you.
It's this.
Nice.
So
That's cool, man. You said you were gonna do it, and
I said I was gonna do it, and we're doing it. I'm gonna turn up because that sound is gonna fucking bother me.
all right,
But you can keep talking.
all right. We'll just cut that. No. What
What's
about
on
you,
the
Sean?
What's on the docket? What's on the docket today, Steve?
I want to talk about Nintendo's Direct.
Oh yeah.
Because I said before to you guys, but since we record it
Oh my god.
on a Monday and then release it the following Monday, it's hard to do those like news things before. But this would come out
This
the
will
day
come
before,
out a week from today.
which is the day before Nintendo's E3 Direct. So
Yeah.
I just thought it'd be cool to talk about maybe a little bit what you guys expect, what you want to see, and then if there's other conferences you're interested in seeing, like you can mention something, but it'll have already happened by then. So,
You know, I can't tell if they're going to announce the Switch or not.
So I will say the announcement about their Direct, they said software announcements, which makes me feel like they're specifically saying like not hardware. So I don't know if the Switch Pro would be announced, but all the rumors were saying it would be announced before E3. And I could see them doing that, just saying something about it real quick to just get it out there. And then when they show off games, it might be like end on Switch Pro,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I would say the things that I want to see would be Breath of the Wild 2, even just like maybe it's like coming out in November, or I mean, gosh, what else? More Splatoon 3. I don't know. I mean, what do you?
I would like to see Splatoon 3.
I feel like they won't show it.
Yeah.
I mean, what could they possibly show? I mean, maybe something about Metroid. Prime
dude, there's
4?
no fucking. That game's never coming out.
Well,
I don't think it's ever coming
they
out.
restarted the development.
Was that a year ago?
It was 2 years
Was
ago,
it 2
right?
years ago?
Yeah.
I think it was 2.
I don't think
Which
it's ever
means
coming
like
out.
maybe they might have something.
They might. I could
They've been
see
talking
that.
about that since the Switch launch, basically.
What?
Yeah.
the
Well,
fuck?
I don't know.
Is
I
this
mean,
allowed?
I feel like they're in a weird place where there aren't that many games we know about that have a future like to come out this year. Breath of the Wild 2, I don't even know if it will come out this year. I feel like it might, but Skyward Sword Remastered's coming out. And maybe they'll show Breath of the Wild 2 and then not announce a date until Skyward Sword's out.
There has to be something about, I think, almost like, and we've talked about this before, like the Super Mario All-Stars. I think we might get something related to Zelda like that. Like,
Yeah, that would be cool.
because they have 3D ports of I think at least 2 or 3 of the games that we want to play, that I'd like to see on there, that we've talked about before. Ocarina of Time, Wind Waker, and probably Twilight Princess.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I could see him doing Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, but I don't know about Ocarina just because I guess there's the 3DS port, but I don't know.
Apparently,
Listen up, you're
Walmart
gonna
had
love
some
this.
mysterious Metroid game for Switch listed for 2021. I don't know if this is an accurate. Samus Hunter 2 posted Walmart CA Gaming strikes again. The new Metroid is one of the projects planned for 2021, with the game expected to be released after the anniversary around September, October. As I said, I don't know why the lineup of titles unveiled at E3, but I'm convinced we'll see it.
I feel like Nintendo doesn't seem to care enough about Metroid, but it would be cool if there was a 2D Metroid.
I would just like them to release the trilogy.
Yeah, I mean, everyone was like saying that they'd have that, and I feel like maybe they're waiting until they're closer on Prime 4. It would be nice to have, though, for sure.
Just trap that fly in between.
Yeah. That's what I do here.
All right. Poor fly.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm excited to see
Okay, that's great.
what they do present, but I'm not gonna get my hopes up for anything that I want to see because I do this every year. It's like fucking get excited, and then I don't get what I want.
Yeah, I mean,
So
that's fair. I don't know. They
You
didn't
jokester.
have one last year, though, so I feel like a lot of the stuff... I mean, they haven't had a real direct in a while, so
Yeah.
I feel like they must have something. I think
It's
what
true.
I expect is probably... I feel like they'll show off either or both Mario Golf a little bit, because that's coming
Yeah,
out.
but isn't that coming out in like 2 weeks?
yeah, but I mean, the direct
do
normally
that.
show more footage.
Yeah, but I feel like IGN and even Nintendo have posted like 3 or 4 minute videos on their YouTube page.
I'm not saying that-
honestly, I don't think they're going to say anything about Mario Golf.
I think
that would be
they'll
a waste of space.
I think they're going to show it, is all I'm saying. I don't think they'll spend like a lot of time, but they do that with games
I've
that
heard
are
enough there, fella.
coming out. And I could say
Wow.
what's the fucking game making thing, the
Oh.
Game Builder Garage
yeah,
or whatever.
maybe a little bit more about
Because that comes out right before E3, I think, like this week. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, dude. Daddy's going to buy that.
Yeah, I could see him doing that.
I've heard
Um,
enough there, fella.
Shin Megami Tensei 5. What was that?
I don't know.
What the
Oh, I
fuck?
did hear about that game. I've
Yeah.
never played any of them, but one of the guys I follow on Twitter was like, "This is like that's the best thing that's ever happened to me."
Well,
Like,
they announced it when like the Switch was announced. They were
Yeah.
like, look at all these third-party studios that are supporting us, and they
21.
had Atlas say they were going to make Shin Megami Tensei 5, which is an RPG series. It's
isn't it
like-
about like catching monsters or some shit?
you like can catch demons and fuse demons and stuff. It's like Pokemon, except they're demons in the
Scary.
game, and the game's really hard.
Oh, what was that? What was that tweet one of you guys sent me about the Pokemon?
Oh,
Or
dude.
it's like the Pokemon with guns.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that game looks fucking weird, man.
Dude, it was so good because I was like, oh, it's like kind of like Pokemon. And then
Yeah,
like,
then all of a
she's
sudden-
she's hanging from the bird with a fucking like AK.
Dude.
I was like, what is happening?
That game, honestly, I might try it just because it
Poppy
looks so
likey.
fucking ridiculous. What was it called? Like PALWORLD?
I think it's by the people that make Craftopia.
Let's see.
It was
Oh,
that,
is it?
It was that just that
Yeah,
shot where she's
PALWORLD.
flying with the bird.
Monster breeding survival RPG
I
PALWORLD
was like,
announced.
Bruh.
Collect a variety of mysterious creatures called PAL and embark on an adventurous journey. Use PAL to automate construction, sometimes even eat, trade, battle, and cooperative play are possible in multiplayer. New work by Pocket Pair, developed by Craftopia. You're right.
Dude, it's
But yeah, dude, it's so funny that it goes from like this like happy little Pokemon game to she's like shooting
guns.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand.
And like
that.
using them as shields.
Dude, she's holding that fluffy thing.
Yeah.
The fucking
Dude,
shield.
they definitely like I feel like they're gonna get like a cease and desist. They like definitely took Gyarados. Like
yeah.
I'll have it playing on screen. Like there's a part where it's like that's Gyarados.
Okay.
Dude, the shield of the little fucking like sheep that she fucking chucks it.
Yeah, dude, it looks like a joke.
Dude, it looks so
In terms
fucking
of
funny.
fails, that was pretty epic.
Then they're manufacturing guns.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, she shoots a boar.
Yeah, dude, it's ridiculous.
On that same note, there's a game that I think that looks kind of cool coming out called I think Palia, Palia. And it's only gonna be for PC at first. I think that at least the demo. I think that's what. Yeah, and it's like a cross between Animal Crossing, Stardew Valley, and Breath of the Wild in an MMO.
Yeah.
So I signed up for the alpha. I don't know if it'll be good, but
Nope.
I don't love the character I don't like the way that the characters look very much. They look very like
It looks like Fortnite's or like Sea of Thieves is.
yeah, Sea of Thieves or like what's the game that you Dishonored, like that same style with the
Oh,
big
yeah.
hands.
Dishonored.
I like Dishonored.
I know you do, and it's a cool game. I don't love
Jesus
that art style.
Christ.
But I guess we'll see. It might be a cool game.
Did you say what you thought Nintendo would do?
I said some of it, but
What?
You're not listening.
Well, no, I was getting up. I
No.
kept getting up because I was trying to figure this
No.
out.
I just said I was talking about maybe Mario Golf, the Game Builder Garage, Shin Megami Tensei. I expect to get announced.
I remember that. I just, I wasn't sure if
Hey, for the
you
listeners, if you've already heard this, you can skip.
Yeah.
to
could
the
just
time
skip to the
code.
time code where
Which is like right now.
fucking lost time trying to like kill a fly.
And then there's supposed to be a rumor that the Odyssey team was working on like a new Donkey Kong game, potentially 2D. That could be cool, but I really want them to announce Odyssey 2. I don't know why they wouldn't, but I know you guys don't seem to care for Mario like all that much nowadays, but
You think that they are ready to put out another one?
I mean, I don't think so, but
I feel like that game took so long. Like
yeah, but Galaxy 1 and 2 were pretty close. I feel like to
Okay.
me it's like the
So
same
it's like
idea.
same engine, but just like
Yeah.
different worlds.
I would like just because they never did DLC, which felt weird. That
Yeah.
like it was not that they needed to, but I just thought something like
Bruh.
would have been neat. But that's cool. I don't know what I would actually like to see. I don't know. I feel like I never beat the first two still, but they announced Bayonetta 3 a long time ago, and I would like them to put that out there because there are a lot of games like that. Metroid Prime 4, Shin Megami Tensei that have been like basically vaporware since they were announced. So I feel like getting some of those out there could be cool. I would love to see more Splatoon 3, but I feel like it's still too early for that. Would love, and they're not going to do it, but something Star Fox or Kirby. That's my one hope.
maybe we'll get tiny little teasers.
Yeah, and the one thing I think for sure I could bet on is we'll get another Smash character, just because that's supposed to be coming to an end. So
I was gonna say, didn't they say there's only like a couple more? If that even that many.
I forget how many. I think there's only one or two left. I forget, but yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, other than that, I don't really have anything. I could definitely see Breath of the Wild too, but again, I can't figure out what they would do. Nintendo's weird, so it's like, do they just want to hold off? I don't think we'll see much Pokemon because they do that at their own like Pokemon stuff. Like they'd probably show something, but I don't think it's going to be here's a big Arceus.
But this is going to be a true direct.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
40 minutes, and then there's like, do you know what their Nintendo Treehouse thing is? Have you ever watched those?
Yeah.
It's like
I've heard of it. I
it's
don't
like their
know much
after
about
show
it.
where they like actually play some of the games they showed and get people on to talk. There's supposed to be like 3 hours of that after. So
Has Bethesda or not Bethesda, but Xbox said that they are going to have any sort of
they have a show on Saturday, so this will be out after. But
because all I can think about is Bethesda and what's going to happen with that, and like
Nothing.
Starfield.
I was gonna say
Elder Scrolls 6.
No.
they're not gonna
Nothing.
show off Elder Scrolls. I
They're not
think
gonna show anything, dude.
I feel like
It's been a
They're
while.
gonna be like,
dude.
"Hey, we're Microsoft now. All those games are canceled." No, just kidding. They're not gonna say that. But
no, they're gonna be like, hey, Starfield's an Xbox exclusive.
Yeah.
Yep.
Here it is. I want to see that. And
Can you give me your prediction for any potential Bethesda showings?
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Starfield, but
Because we saw Starfield 2 years ago together.
yeah,
was it 2 years ago?
That was 2 years ago.
I don't think it was 2 years ago.
Yeah, dude,
it
because
definitely wasn't last
E3
year.
got fucked last year.
Yeah, I think it was 3 years
It might have
ago.
been
Oh,
three.
it's 3 years
Yeah,
ago.
dude. Because
When did that
Elder-
TES 6 trailer come out? That
Thr-
little
I think it was like 3 years ago because it was the same time. We
Yeah, look
you were
it up,
at my
but
house.
I know that, and I'm saying, do you sure that wasn't 2019?
I'm pretty sure. 2018 conference. Yeah.
Nice
So-
cock.
3 years ago.
I feel like they got to
That
be
shit
ready
hurting.
to
They've
show
gotta
off
have
Starfield.
something.
Not Elder Scrolls.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll show Doom. Is there going to be another Wolfenstein soon? Maybe.
I would love to see another, but I didn't play the newest one.
Wolfenstein
Yeah.
Deuce.
Was it New Colossus or?
The multiplayer one.
Yeah, everyone said
Yeah.
it sucked.
I played it with Matt. It was okay, but it was like
Wow.
clearly made to be like a games as a service thing, but
Yeah.
like it was still it kind of wasn't. So I don't know. It was all right. We had a good time,
It's
but
kinda
definitely it was
lame,
a slog. At a certain point, we were like, we just got to beat it.
Yeah,
Implicitly.
Then have you seen Deathloop is a game that's supposed to be PlayStation exclusive?
Oh yeah,
for a
that
bit.
looks cool.
That game does look cool. It's coming out, but I feel like are they going to show that there? Maybe it's PlayStation though, but PlayStation's not doing a conference. But it's a Bethesda game, and then Ghostwire Tokyo is one they were working on. That is it them?
I don't know that one.
Is
I'm
that
not
the
sure if that's
one
Bethesda.
that had a
Can you look
really low
That
key
is-
trailer, but the graphics looked hyper realistic? Is that?
It
that
looks
one?
like Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
It's Tango Gameworks published by Bethesda Softworks. Or PS Fizzle.
I think it's supposed to be like kind of horror
Windows and Xbox Series X
Horror-y?
/
Yeah.
horror but
Horror-y.
I think we should see more of that. But I don't know. Bethesda's also a weird one where like they could come out and be like, dude, next Fallout 76 expansion.
Yeah.
Let's
Dude,
go. And
oh my! If they do that, I'm gonna
They're gonna
lose
be like-
all.
ESO baby.
yeah, but I'm so ready to see Starfield though.
Dude,
if they
I
don't
wish-
show
I'm
it,
telling you, I'm gonna make a prediction right now. We are gonna get one of them. We're
I
gonna
don't
get
think so.
Starfield, or we're gonna get Elder
but
Scrolls
not
6.
Elder Scrolls 6 is coming out after Starfield though.
I'm saying we're gonna get something about one of them.
Yeah. Well, I think Starfield.
Todd-
Yeah.
Howard.
God Howard.
I almost said Todd Edwards, which is the house dude.
Didn't you
Todd-
say that? There was one time you.
No, that was about
Phil
some
Spencer
other
or something?
Yeah, I said Phil Spector.
Yeah.
Who was a murderer.
And you also said Ozarks.
And I said Ozarks. Todd Edwards is a house DJ. Todd Howard is the quote unquote like
Face of Bethesda.
face of Bethesda. I'm telling you, he's going to come out again, and he's going to give us hopefully something, even a
think
little
we'll-
tidbit.
I think we'll see some Starfield to come out in the leather jacket we all love.
Yeah,
And he'll just be
and
like,
he's going to say it
guys,
just works.
yeah. The only other things I could say about Xbox is I would be excited. I don't know if they will since they just showed off a cinematic last year, but Fable, the new Fable.
Oh
That'd
yeah,
be cool
I'm
to see.
excited. I big fan of Fable 3.
And then what was Obsidian's first person RPG called?
Oh, dude, that game looks so sick.
We got a cinematic, but it's like,
Obsidian is Outer Worlds, right?
yeah, and they did like Fallout New Vegas.
Outer
and-
Worlds.
No, you're talking about the Skyrim type ripoff
Yeah.
deal. Avowed.
Yeah, it's gonna be their,
Oh,
which
Yeah,
is
game
so
that-
funny because when they bought
That's
Bethesda
Obsidian?
and showed that
Yeah.
off, we were like, oh man, they compete with Elder Scrolls, and now Microsoft also owns
Yeah.
Elder
Wow.
Scrolls. So, But anyways, that's all I can think of for them. I mean,
Yeah.
we'll probably see Halo.
I'm pretty excited about it.
Halo. That's
I
right.
love watching E3. It's always cringe, but it's always great.
It's just hype to see all the games, and they still have a lot of this. Last year they did the Summer Game Fest. Jeff Keighley put together, which was like
Jeff Nook.
honestly like a glorified calendar of like just here's dates. It wasn't like a big thing. Like E3 is always a weekend or a week or whatever, right? So I'm kind of excited for
No
this,
doubt.
where is still going to be random shit throughout the year, but we're actually going to have like a weekend of a bunch of games, and so I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think
what the fuck?
I'm holding my breath for something from Bethesda that we're all. Because do you remember how hype we were when we saw that like 18-second TES6
Yeah,
trailer?
dude, I
Yeah.
fucking shit my pants.
I was like, "Fuck yeah!"
I guess it starts Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I was
dope.
like,
Oh my god, I can't believe this is happening.
yeah, dude,
what I
I
said.
was pretty fucking excited for that.
Yeah, and
This is one bucket of pancakes.
it
That's what I
is.
said.
Yeah, we knew it wasn't coming soon, but so I got to ask you a question, Mason.
dude, it was so cringe to sit here
Oh
and
my
do it.
god,
That's so funny.
fucking idiot.
I was like,
Are you gonna get like the next Xbox or something if there's like Starfield looks
Oh,
good and
yeah,
it's
that's
not
true.
coming out for the Xbox One X, only Series
I
S
guess-
and X,
I guess I'm gonna have to.
or you can get a PC.
I had not thought about that
Yeah,
because I have like the 2015
the OG Xbox One.
Xbox One.
Yeah,
And it's refurbished. I didn't think about that.
because I've been like
I guess I
hunting
have
for
to.
a PS5. I was
Are
like,
Xbox Series X, are they as hard to find as PS5?
I don't think they've
think
been
so.
as hard, but it's still not like you probably aren't gonna. I mean, maybe you'll go into Target and see one, but it's not gonna be every time you go in.
Dude, I might have said this on the podcast already, but every time I go into Target,
Yeah.
I look for you.
Thanks.
I check because I'm
Thanks,
like,
Dude, I saw some the Onion
you gotta look. you
I've
know?
been looking and
Let me see if I can find it. There was a Onion article. It was like end of an era. Sony has just announced they're stopping production of the PS5. Like, dude,
Dude,
this is so fucking funny.
dude.
is there any reason why even still the supply is so low?
Yeah, dude.
No, it's
So-
Is it still because of the pandemic?
No, it was
Shortage.
never really
it
never
the
really about
chips?
that, but it's about the microchips.
silicon.
And I mean, I learned this recently actually. I didn't know this. How long do you think a single microchip takes to be produced?
like a day.
I was gonna say maybe a couple days. Is it like a week?
3 to 6 months
What?
for them to develop and create a platter of microchips. So it's maybe not a single one, but a single.
I guess I have no idea
Yeah,
how
I
that
mean-
works.
So the thing that also sucks about it is, and I also learned this recently, is that the bigger they are, the bigger the microchips are, the harder or the more errors there are in production. So a lot of more chips that you just get tossed because they're worthless. The smaller we make them, which is why they talk about like 7 nanometer processes for chip manufacturing, the smaller they are, the more chips you can get and the lower error rate, but you can't fit as many cores onto a smaller chip. So we need bigger chips to make better processors. But we're in this point where like it's like a dilemma where we want to make them larger, but we can't. And when we make them smaller, I mean, it still takes fucking 3 to 6 months, and you end up with like 20 out of the batch that are just trash.
I feel like that's so weird because you would think it's harder to make them smaller, but
Yeah.
I guess when you're talking about like just an area that they're making chips on, say like you got a foot by a foot, and every couple of inches there's a 10% chance there's an error.
Yeah.
If they're smaller, then that might just be one bad one. Whereas if it's a big one, then you have I don't know. That's weird to think about, but that sucks. I really guess I've never looked into it. I probably missed the How It's Made episode.
No, so I'll send you guys the video. It was about
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Where did you find it? YouTube?
YouTube.
Wacky slush.
Speaking of YouTube, while I look for this, have you guys been recommended that video what pretending to be crazy looks like?
Nope.
Has that shown up on your guys? It's 34 million views on this video. It's an hour long.
No, what it is.
It's so it showed up on my recommended, and it's like a criminal psychology documentary type deal. And it was super interesting. And the reason I watched it was because it popped up on my recommended, and then I saw a meme about it on Twitter, and I was like, "What? That can't be the same video," but it was. And it's basically one of these guys who did like a school shooting, like went into, when he got caught, he tried to play like he was crazy, saying that demons made him do it.
Is the thumbnail like a kid sitting
In a
room
interrogation room
with
Yeah.
scrubs
Is
on?
this
Yes.
is this not the new what's it called movie that just came out?
I don't think so.
The Devil Made Me Do It. What's the?
I mean, maybe it is something to do with that, but dude, it is.
I'm just kidding, but might be. It's probably not.
Yeah. So basically, I watched it today, and there was some meme that was like, made me do it. There was some meme because in the beginning they talk about this guy. They're like, this guy is actually insane, and he just straight up is like, yeah, I did it, and like,
Dude, I totally have seen that on my recommended.
dude,
And I was just like, I don't really feel like watching
dude,
that.
it was really interesting. In the beginning, there's a guy, and they were like, this guy like actually got charged with this, but they, he was labeled as criminally insane, so whatever. But there was a meme that was like, Chad, he's like, yeah, I did it, and then the Virgin is like, the demons made me do it, and it's like, I don't know, it was so funny, dude, because I didn't get that meme until I watched the video, and then I can't find it anymore. But
I do love those Chad versus the Virgin
dude,
memes.
it's so funny.
Just the Chad, like
Yeah.
it's
The
like such
Chad
a
walk.
broken body.
Yeah. Dude,
Yeah,
those are so funny.
I'm gonna have to go and check my TV. For some reason, I feel like
Yeah.
I'm missing half of my videos I've watched in the last.
Sometimes my YouTube history does not
What
the
save right,
fuck?
but I always thought it was because I was driving my going to work. My service gets fucked up halfway through the drive, and then I just
My
assumed-
history is usually pretty good.
Well,
It sometimes be pretty good though.
just let me come back
yeah.
to answer part of your
Nice
question.
cock.
Just to bring it full circle. The computer chips, also the PlayStation's really popular. That's why it's sold out all the time. So, I don't know that I will say recently, it was like a month or so ago, I had one of GameStop's like shitty bundles in my cart, and I was gonna buy it online, but it was like, they make you get it and another controller and some games, so it ended up being like a $900 bundle or some shit like that, which wasn't that bad for what it was, but I think I had to buy like Call of Duty or something, and I was like,
Yeah.
it was like just there wasn't a bundle that was really that lit, so I was like, I don't feel like trying to resell this, and so I just bailed.
I found the video.
But-
It was called "Why the World Is Running Out of Computers."
Yes.
Very
dude.
good. Very
Yeah,
good.
send that to
very
me.
interesting
That
videos.
came with my recommended. I didn't watch it, but I was gonna mention, like, I do remember seeing that.
Yeah,
And it's scary.
It's pretty interesting.
Well,
I mean, there's a limited amount of silicone in the world, so yeah, silicon, whatever you want to call it. No,
Silicone.
no E at the end.
is
Yeah,
different.
silicon.
so
I want to briefly.
It's not
silica,
I said
It's not the
silicone.
booby
I
fillers.
said silica gel as a joke. That's like the stuff that comes
computers
out
are made
Yeah.
of silica
in
gel.
your beef
Dude,
jerky bags.
I had learned about this specifically in
Christ.
class, and I still can't keep them straight. So, anyways,
Bruh.
I'm going to talk about this really quickly because I know he's going to get pissed.
I was gonna say Sean will watch a 1 hour video about guys going crazy, but doesn't want to watch.
He doesn't want to watch what I recently watched last night, Bo Burnham's new comedy special, Inside. If you have a Netflix subscription and you like comedy, especially avant-garde, like experimental comedy, I was so impressed. And I'm the only one at this table who's seen the full thing.
I want to see it. I just haven't had time.
I think Steve will report back hopefully next week and say you were right, or
I'm gonna go
you are
watch it.
completely wrong.
Not tonight, but I will watch it this week.
The thing about it is it's all shot indoors in like what feels like maybe a pool house or something. Like it felt like to me like he rented a house in the middle of nowhere and just like slept there and did it.
Or it was his pool house. I don't know.
Or it was his. I mean, he probably has that much money. But the songs are they are good songs and they're really funny. And when I made this point to them outside, when you think of comedy songs, a lot of times I think people immediately think like Lonely Island.
I don't really think people think of that anymore.
I think some people do of a certain age. They're like, oh, comedy songs, Weird Al, Lonely Island, and
John LaJoy.
You know, yeah, like those are the most
Hoy.
popular, at least.
Lil Dicky. Lil Dicky's big. I guess he hasn't really put out a lot of music recently.
And I can understand people not liking Bo Burnham because of his old stuff. I think his old stuff is kind of cringe. I think it's like it's that stuff you always see like recommended to you on YouTube, and it's got like 400 million views
from like years ago.
From like 15 years ago.
I did think he was funny when I was younger. I liked all those.
Yes.
And I do feel like there's something to say about him writing those when he was also like our age.
Yeah,
you know,
he turned 30 while he was making this. And
Yeah.
that's a point that he makes in it.
Can I say something about also his age?
Yeah, for sure.
How did you feel about his, like, do you feel like he's in a relationship after watching that?
Probably not.
He's been dating a woman for 8 years.
Okay.
What is she, like 20?
No.
What are you about to say?
She is 43.
Okay. I don't want to get into who he's dating because I don't care about that.
For 8 years, he was 22 and she was 35.
Yeah,
man.
so I understand that, but I know situations that are worse, and I was surprised by something recently about.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, comedians are fucked up in the head,
hold
and
on.
I think that I'm not that surprised.
Who's the guy that played Aaron Taylor Johnson, who is like Kick-Ass, and he was Quicksilver in Age of Ultron? His wife is like. He's 30 and she's 54.
Yeah, but that's something that Danielle brought up too. I mean, that's I'm
just saying, like,
I don't appreciate it.
I think it's not our shtick, but
Danielle was like, he didn't mention her at all, and it almost seems like he's not dating anyone throughout the whole thing, and he's had a girlfriend for 8 years.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's just trying to keep those things separate.
I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe
I'm not going to watch it.
Keep her shrouded from the world. I get that. I mean, like if he doesn't want it to be displayed.
Well, he's going to display it to the whole world.
Yeah, but I mean, he's the I haven't watched it, but you said, and I think a lot of people have said this. It's about like mental health and what he's dealing with and stuff. And I mean, maybe there is no room to talk about, his girlfriend. Like, there's nothing wrong with their relationship, so it's not part of this.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not going to comment on his love life. I'm going to comment on the work that I've seen, and I'm going to just go from there because Sean is big time hater about it. And
yeah, Sean
I
does
just want
not
to talk
like
about
Bo
what
Burnham.
I thought about it.
We weeks ago talked about Bo Burnham when I brought up his song, like country song thing that he did.
Oh yeah, it's really fun. When I think of Bo Burnham country, I think of Parks and Rec.
Yeah, that's not what I was thinking of,
Yeah.
but still, we talked about, and Sean was like, "Fuck that guy." So
Yeah, I don't like him.
Look, I think
Don't think he's funny.
in summarization, where is this button?
As somebody who's wanted to create the summarization and finality,
It is a handful of really well-written songs that are like at some points laugh out loud funny, and you can tell he put like an absurd amount of effort into this special, and it's super experimental. Like I was so impressed. Like right from the get-go, I was like, shit, this is gonna be really good.
how long is it?
I think
It's like an hour.
I think it's about an hour, maybe a little over an hour. And there are parts that drag. I think at some point I felt like, oh, this is a little bit long, but there's just so many beats that are just like fantastic. And
Yeah.
I won't deny he's a musically inclined. He's very
and
musically inclined.
I
He's
know
talented.
that. I'm just saying, like,
I don't think he's funny though.
I think the views that you have about certain things in our society align with the things that he feels. And there are things that he says that are so profound and so insightful about like the horribly capitalistic ways that our country has been formed that are just like, yes, I completely agree. Like our society is so fucked.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he's correct about most of the things he says. I don't know, man. I don't really want to hear it in song form.
It's not all in song
I
form.
don't really want to hear. I don't like his style of comedy. I feel like it's very like when he's like, I heard Daniel was watching behind me, and he's like, "Will you please shut the fuck up? Please shut the fuck up. Just stop talking. Shut the fuck up." That went on for so long, and I was like, "This isn't like that's not funny just to say the same thing like 60 fucking times."
Yeah, but I feel like you probably chimed in, missed the context, and
No,
also
I
Mason
did-
might say,
But he also, yes, that's what I'm saying. There's a lead up to that. I know what you're talking about. And then he says, yes, you're probably wondering, maybe I should shut the fuck up. And I should. And that's, I'm telling you, dude, like, I know that you're stubborn about this. And I respect that because I'm also very stubborn. But like, you have to give this a try. If I saw a TikTok about it and I was like, man, I really liked that few seconds of that TikTok. I was like, oh, fucking fine, I'll watch it. Like, I'm not a big Bo Burnham fan. I don't really like his old stand-up. I think it's a little too cheeky and like, you know, he's super full of himself. But in this special, he talks about being full of himself and being like upset about his old shit. It's the self awareness.
yeah.
It's like he's like, dude, like I used to say fucked up shit and like I am sad that I did. Like he's very aware. And regardless of all that, I think it is as close to 10 out of 10 that I've seen from a comedy special in years, and I've watched a shit ton.
Yeah, I will say I never really liked his stand-up very much. Like
I
the
didn't either.
songs were
I
funny
didn't
to
either.
have like when I was younger watching this stuff coming out and it was like one song, but to sit there and watch an hour of him singing stuff I never really cared for. But I that's why I want to give it a shot because I know he can be funny and you know maybe it's not my style, but I think it's kind of hype right now and I'm going to ride the waves. Sean, I know you made up your mind about him probably 10 years ago and he'll never change, but I think you should give it a shot too.
I truly believe that this special is his, I said this to Maddie, his magnum opus. Like this, I cannot see him topping this. That is how good it is.
And I will say
This is his Pet Sounds. This is his
I don't know what that is.
Pet Sounds is like the Beach Boys' best album. Like
I don't like them.
that album changed music in the 60s.
true.
That was the Beach Boys, aka Brian Wilson's magnum opus. It was like the Beatles heard it and they were like, yo. They were like, we need to write a record better than
We need to
this.
sound like we're
And
on
they
the beach
went
too.
and wrote fucking what's that fucking album?
Abbey Road.
No, the one where they're like clearly they had been doing acid for like years.
All of them.
It was in the 60s.
I also don't really listen to the Beatles, so I couldn't tell you.
Get a little help from my friends. That album.
Yeah, it doesn't ring a bell.
Sgt. Pepper's.
Okay.
They went and wrote Sgt. Pepper's
Cool.
because John Lennon and fucking Paul McCartney were like,
Acid's tight.
they were like, Ringo, this is a great album. You know, they were like, shit is fire. We need to top this.
Look,
This is his magnum opus.
you don't gotta convince me.
Like big time comedians are like, you need to watch this. Like even if you don't like him, this is the end of what I'm saying. Please go watch it if you have Netflix subscription.
And last thing I will say is it's worth noting that he produced the whole thing himself, which is pretty lit.
Yeah.
So
Lighting, camera, and
Sound.
It says he wrote it all himself. A part of me feels like he had some help, but I can't say for certain. It's awesome.
yeah, I'll peep.
Sean,
Sean,
Steve, it's true.
you got anything else you want to bring to the table?
No.
Nice.
I mean,
Sorry.
I just ordered a
yay.
Splatoon little Switch carrying case
What do you mean there?
it's cute.
shaped like a squid.
The squid.
That's cool. Very nice.
Oh man, it just went down in price.
Oh my god.
Dude, that's
Nope.
bullshit.
Oh my god.
I just paid.
You didn't pre-order it? You
No,
bought it?
I just bought it for $16 and it went down to fucking $12.99.
Oh, that sucks.
Dude,
Do you
what the
have- do you have
fuck?
honey?
Bruh.
Yeah, $14.85. It went down $2
Poppy.
since I ordered it.
That's whack.
I just ordered this.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about. Maybe
Anyway.
another seller.
Well, whatever. I mean, I don't know. I started playing Titanfall 2.
I've heard it's good. I've always wanted to, but
Dude, honestly, it's really fun. Like, I thought it was gonna be kind of shitty.
no. Apparently the
Titanfall's like the mech.
yeah, but also it's like I feel like the first game that really had like wall running and stuff done like very well. The maneuverability.
I mean, it looked kind of cheesy to me when I watched like someone playing it in the preview. It's like you're like running and then you jump up and run on a wall. Supposedly your suit helps you do it, but it is super fluid. That's what I was afraid it wasn't going to be fluid. Like you run and you jump, and if you're not close to the wall, you jump. If you run and you're close to the wall, you'll run on it, and you actually run faster when you're on a wall. So there's parts where it's like pretty much platforming through the level, which is kind of cool. I mean, I liked that about Doom Eternal.
Dude, I suck ass at first person platforming most of the time.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty hard. Doom Eternal had a lot of really tough puzzles, I almost want to say, when it came to platforming, because you'd have to, figure out. I wouldn't say they're tough, but
I just got to string together a lot of combos,
Yeah.
like basically to.
Why Titanfall 2? And now. Is it on Game Pass?
No. Well, yes, it is on Game Pass, but I bought it before I knew it was on Game Pass because EA came out with their EA Play shit that's part of Game Pass now, so... but I bought it a while ago because it was on sale for like $10, and so I finished Last of Us, and I was like, I want to play something I've not played before. So I installed and started playing Titanfall 2, and I mean I think it was really overshadowed by a lot of other games that launched at the same time. Because this game has a 10 out of 10 on Steam, a 9 out of 10 on IGN. 97% of Google users like the game.
Are you playing campaign?
Yeah, there's a multiplayer, but I haven't tried it.
It was really popular when it came out. Like
I
you
just
said,
don't feel like it was a game that people were like, "Yo, dude, did you play Titanfall 2?" Like,
Yeah.
Well-
everyone I'm talked to about it is like,
Yeah.
yeah, one person was like, that's a hidden gem for sure. And then another person was like, yeah, it looks cool, but I've never played it. Another person was like, never even heard of it. So
I will say two things. Is one, I
Bruh.
remember when the game came out and what you said. All the reviews were like, "It's awesome."
Yeah.
Basically, I remember that. And then I feel like, to probably, I don't know how I always say, like the masses, the common consumer. Yeah, you probably didn't see that game, but I
Yeah.
definitely like still when you go online, people are like, "Is Titanfall 2 worth getting even now?" And people are like, "Yeah, the campaign's sick." And if you, the multiplayer still got people, and apparently it's fun, right?
yeah, I mean, I was wondering if I had to play the first one, but it appears that I don't.
No.
I mean, because it kind of starts off like, you're going to be a pilot.
Yeah, I've just always only
mech pilot?
only heard good things
Bruh.
about it.
I mean, the robot is really like, he's got a lot of cool fucking like character to him.
He's like your companion.
Yeah.
It's not just like a suit.
You get like tied to them somehow. It's not like Neon Genesis, but
Which
yeah, you should watch.
means a lot to Mason, but
I saw a meme on Twitter that I didn't understand.
Was it
It
the?
was-
do you want us to break it down for you?
Shinji in between all three of the girls.
No, it was
Hell
it said
yeah.
Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Yeah.
And it was
Evangelion.
It was like a guy and then a robot, and they were just standing together. I think it was
Oh
old,
yeah, dude, I retweeted
I think that was
dude.
Old Person Online.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, like that is so funny to me because I mean, it's supposed to be like Shinji and his
Wobot.
Ava.
Ha.
Let's see if I can find it, dude. I was laughing so hard at that fucking picture.
Steve?
It's a good
Oh,
show.
you can?
It's a very good show. But yeah, I mean, so the robot at one point, he's the pilot's like, I think you're in love, and he's like, no, so and so, like this, that, and the other, like speaking like a robot, like real technical terms, and he's like, nah, but I guess I'm 50% in love. And so I mean, it's just like he's got a lot of character to him, which I've
Yeah.
appreciated.
No doubt.
Yeah, I thought I retweeted that picture.
It was on Old Person Online, I think. Fart.
I feel like every time I send Steve Evangelion meme, he's like, "Yeah, I seen it."
You stupid.
Every fucking time.
Well, you got to understand where I'm.
No, not.
The sphere I hang out in has a lot of anime memes.
Dude, what sphere, dude?
Just the sphere of weeb bullshit and
Dude, which
video
sphere is
game
that?
culture.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, there's like a subreddit. There was animemes, and then they made good animemes because there was some drama on the subreddit. But
Some drama.
I don't look as much anymore. But you know, they got some fire memes. So
Good, dude.
yeah. Anyways, you been playing anything, Mason?
Not really.
It wasn't an Old Person Online, but
Oh
it's
yeah.
like-
Yeah. Is it an old cartoon?
dude, I have
Yeah,
no
that's-
idea.
I mean, that's not Neon Genesis.
I know that.
Yeah, I know.
I
but-
put that together,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
I know.
Nope.
I'm just messing, but yeah. So you haven't been playing shit?
Not really.
I feel like I've not had time to do any. I mean, this
Yeah.
is the first weekend that we've not had plans in I don't know how fucking long.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to play a game. Like,
I really would like to sit down and play the Switch because I've got it set up with the new TV. But, dude, to be honest with you, and I think this is I think something I'd like to hear your opinion about. Like, do you guys ever feel like a little bit too overwhelmed to sit down and play a video game?
dude, it's
Yeah.
it's choice paralysis sometimes.
Yeah.
Well,
me-
it's not even that. It's just like sometimes I want to turn my brain off. And,
Oh, yeah.
and sometimes I feel like it's gonna take a lot of brain power. And like I kind of want to sit down and just like watch a guy on YouTube make a knife out of cardboard boxes.
Dude, I mean, I think I agree with you on that. Like, there's a lot of times where I just want to play, or watch YouTube, but also I think there's plenty of games you can play that can turn your brain off. I mean, all of quarantine is a blur to me because of how much Animal Crossing we played.
Yeah.
Like, that was our get off work and turn our brain off because we're just gonna pretend to be in a world where there's no pandemic. Like, I don't know. I think there's probably a game out there you could find that would satisfy your need to turn your brain off.
Well,
but also,
it kind of makes me sad because I remember the days when you'd wake up and you're like, oh, I can't wait to play this fucking game. And like I had that with Breath of the Wild. When I sat down and played that, I was like, every day I was like, if I have time, I will be playing this game. And then, there was some time with Rocket League. There was some time with Sword and Shield. But I keep finding that I'm like, I don't really feel like doing that. And it makes me sad.
I also feel like it's not very inclusive. Like, when I want to play a game, I'm not spending time with Danielle or Lena or Steve. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, fuck me, but yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying, like,
No, yeah.
when, like, if I want to play something, most of the time it's single player. We don't always have the same ideas about what makes a video game fun. Like, we got really into Stardew for a little while, and I'd like to go back and play some more of that. That game I'll pick up and play for like 3 weeks straight and then drop it.
Yeah.
But
It happened with Rayman. That was the last time. Rayman 3D for the DS. I was playing it for a couple days, and then I went to Buffalo, like on a flight, and I played it on the way there, and like one of those golf games that I had for the DS, and that was around the time we started, I think.
yeah, because you
And-
had your stack of
Yeah.
Yeah, I had my stack of games,
That was a while
And-
ago.
and on the way back from on the flight back, I was playing the final level of Rayman 3D. I told this story, and I couldn't get through it. And it made me so mad that I was like, I don't want to fucking look at the DS. Because all I could think about was failing. I failed for like
Dude.
45 minutes.
Yeah.
I want you to play.
And like it just like, I mean, you could call it rage quitting, but it was just like, dude, I can't keep failing this. It's making me so mad because I'm at the final stage and I just want to fucking beat this game. Because it's like a childhood memory. Like I
Yeah.
remember
Yeah.
playing it on the 64. I
Dude,
think it was the N64.
you should, if you want to fucking get angry at a video game, Mega Man Zero.
Well, dude,
It's like-
you know what I want
Pretty
to
much
get
like
into?
all the Mega Man games.
Is I want to
Yeah,
get
Zero's-
into rhythm games. Because I've seen, is there one called like Rhythm Heaven or
Yeah,
something?
on the DS.
Yeah,
Friday
I saw.
Night Funkin'.
Well, Friday Night Funkin', yeah. there was a TikTok I think I saw for Rhythm Heaven, and it kind of had, you know how the WarioWare games are kind of like this weird animation. It kind of had that look to it, and I was like, I think I could get into that, but I just haven't had a game these past few months that I'm like, I gotta sit down and play this, and it feels bad, man.
Yeah,
You know, the Pepe meme.
feels bad, man. Well, you know, man, if you're trying to get into rhythm games, check out Hatsune Miku, dude. You'll love it. Promise.
I don't know what that is.
It's the Vocaloid girl.
You know, Vocaloid, like she's got the like very long twin tails.
Dude,
She's
you've seen
anime girl.
pictures of her. She's
They
the
do like
blue
live
hair.
Oh,
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
She's the
She looks like a Pokemon.
So I don't. I don't. Okay.
well, just because she's anime,
No, she looks
It's like a human Pokemon.
a trainer.
What's
the
what's
nurse?
the one that has the huge hips? It's like a flower. It's like a grass type.
She doesn't have huge hips.
Rosalia.
Zero idea.
It's Rosalia.
The evolution of her, maybe.
Yeah. Regardless.
Well,
why that game?
I'm just joking. It's just I
Is
know
that a
that
rhythm
they
game?
are popular. Yeah, and I will say I didn't know this, but when Hatsune Miku, like the Vocaloid release, who made it? Was it who the fuck made Vocaloid? Do you know?
I have no. I barely.
The
I know
Vocaloid
anything.
thing, it like came out as like a pack to like for you to use to make songs with these voices,
Yeah.
and it became like this very popular. They're basically like idols, but they're not real people.
You know what I think I'm gonna get into is Mario Golf.
Yeah, I mean that's coming.
I think
up.
that's gonna be my next thing where I'm like, hyped to play it because
And then
I've been
Hatsune
looking for
Miku.
yeah, and then I'm getting it'll fall off and
Yeah.
I'll be sad again. But you
No,
know,
that'll be cool.
do you ever feel like you get into those ruts where you're
Yeah.
like, I want to play, but like I don't?
I feel like for me, I definitely get home, and sometimes like when I'm into a game, like when I was playing Valheim, I would get home every day and play it some. And I had friends that we'd get on and talk and play pretty much every day, or I'd just grind by myself for a while. And that was kind of fun because I had other people playing it that I didn't want to fall behind. So I was like trying to keep up and make sure we were all doing it. And sometimes we'd go make a plan to go do stuff together, kill the boss, go mine for shit. And that was cool. But I definitely do feel like a lot of the times I get home and I'm just so exhausted from work and like, when are we going to eat dinner? I don't know. Do I want to sit down and play this RPG that I'll get sucked into for like an hour and then have to stop? And
Yeah.
it gets weird because a lot of the games that I play are,
Yeah.
big time investments. And sometimes I'd rather just sit down and watch something because it's passive. I don't have to do anything. And then I'm like, well, this weekend I'll play a game. And every time this weekend rolls around, and even if it's not like big plans, like we do stuff, I get up and I watch something, I have breakfast or whatever, and then I'm going to play a game. And then Sean and Danielle are like, we're going to the store. You want to come? I'm like, well, fuck yeah, I should probably go to the store
Yeah.
too. And then by the time we get home, it's like 3, and I'm like, well,
It's
I
true.
could play something, or well, I actually got to do this, and then shit just comes up, and I feel like I haven't been playing games much recently. I mean, I play co-op stuff with Matt when we can. Like we're going through Borderlands 3 right now, which I've already played, but I love those games, so that's cool. But I don't know. I have so many games I want to play, and like multiple that I've started that I am like 15 to 20 hours in, and I'm just like, I need to go back, and I just haven't. So
I got something I wanted to bring up.
Yeah.
can I say one last thing about the games
Wow.
first?
Yes, go ahead.
Sorry. No, you're good. I wanted to say this earlier and I forgot, and then I just got reminded. You're talking about wanting to turn your brain off and stuff. I know you guys, I've brought it up before, don't really seem to care for them, but roguelike games where there's permadeath and stuff.
I feel like that would make me more mad.
But I will say it's one thing
perma mad.
I really enjoy about it is
Perma
because you don't really have to think. You just play through the run. It's all random, so there's no trying to remember what you've encountered. I mean, you learn stuff, but it's like you don't have to plan for going through the map a certain way. And you just make decisions on the fly. Like this new weapon shows up, so you grab that, and then you get power-ups, and you just make it work, and then you die, and you're like, well, I'm kind of supposed to die a lot anyways, so I'm not really caring right now, and I'll just play again. And every time you make little bits of permanent progress, so you're like, well, at least I got this time, and next time I'll do better. and I can play those games and get like 40 hours in and be like, okay, now I'm done. But I just didn't even think the whole time I played like Hades or something. I was just sitting there zoned, just killing monsters and shit.
Yeah, I think I just feel like when I downloaded Star Wars Racer, I call it Pod Racer, but that's not actually the name.
Yeah, we always did.
I just felt like it didn't give me the same is it serotonin
Yeah.
that I remember, and like that's sad to me. It's like I thought I was gonna love it, and it was like not as good as I remember.
No, definitely not.
And
dude.
like that sucks.
I haven't even put that game in because I ordered the limited run physical when like Sean got it, because he got the digital download, and I was like, I'm gonna get the physical, and it came to me like literally like a year later.
Oh,
and
really?
Limited
You
run
already
takes
played
a
it.
while. I hadn't even played it yet with Sean or anything. I just, by the time it showed up, I was like, this is sick, and I got the like metal N64 cartridge with it, and I was like, yeah, I just kind of don't want to play it though. Like the hype kind of is gone. So, but I don't know. I get what you're saying. I'm just thinking, try like new games, like you said. Try some rhythm games. There's things that maybe like rhythm games, you turn your brain off, you just go and then play for 10 minutes, an hour, and you just shut it off. And it's not like you have to think about where was I when you pick it up. So
It's true.
that's all I got to say. Sean,
So
Sean?
I've talked about my homies in the Vectrex enthusiasts chat.
shout out to the homies.
Shout out,
one
homie.
of my buddies. One
Fart.
of my buddies, Sam. Just
Shout out Sam.
shout out Sam.
Shout out Sass.
Just sent he said this game looks pretty cool.
Bruh.
Developed by Free Lives. It is published by Devolver Digital.
Okay.
Devolver's fire.
Yeah. It's called Terra Nil.
Okay, that's great.
It is a reverse city builder game about ecosystem reconstruction. Turn a barren wasteland into an ecological paradise complete with different flora and fauna, then clean up, leaving the environment pristine, subverting the builder genre. Terra Nil is about the restoration of a ravaged environment. So it's basically about like undoing what humans have done and leaving no trace of humans behind, instead of most of those world builders games where you start off with an environment and trash it.
That's lush.
I think
kinda
that's such
tight.
a neat
Not
idea.
bad.
Like, what an interesting idea to do it backwards. And
I feel like those are the kind of games that are like really cool right now, where there are, don't get me wrong, there are new ideas and new genres even like being made, or like tweaks to genres,
yeah,
and that kind of shit is really cool, where I doubt there's anything exactly like that, right?
no,
I mean,
exactly. I think I don't really love those style of like,
I do not at all.
like what are
Let's-
they fucking called? Like
Tycoon, like
Yeah,
roller coaster tycoon.
exactly.
ass. That's all I can ever think of. Like this city. What was the
city skylines.
Yeah, like
I don't know.
you
Is
watched,
that some sort
RT?
of jibber jabber? Or
Yeah,
something?
dude.
RT
RT Games played a lot of fucking city skylines.
Yeah.
And that was funny, but then Danielle was watching and was like, this would be cool. I used to like The Sims, and
she
like,
played it for like 10 minutes and was like, fuck this.
yeah, I just feel like they're so
It's
complicated.
hard. It's difficult.
Yeah, I mean, they're super complicated. And I mean, I no disrespect for people who enjoy those games. I obviously,
Yeah.
it's cool. I just am not a big fan of that style, but I think I could get behind this because it's such an interesting idea to do it backwards, where
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely not gonna play it, but that's a sick idea because
Yeah,
that catches my attention more than another building a city game. right?
yeah, exactly. I mean, this is still TBA release date. It's in my wish list. It will be once I
Wow.
sign in, and Steam's gonna make me fucking put a code in. God damn it.
dude, they're like ridiculous
No
about
doubt.
that. Which again, thank you for trying to protect my account.
Dude, I
hate that.
hadn't played any computer games in a while, and this really fucking pissed me off. But I wanted to move some of my games off of C onto one of my other one of my other internal drives. And I wanted to move an Origin game, and I couldn't log into Origin. And then I went into Battle.net or whatever, couldn't get in there. Every single one of the stores except for Steam, Epic,
Logged you out.
all of them
Yeah.
logged me out. And I was like, dude, like, it's not like I've not been on my computer.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's like a safety thing, I guess.
It
But
must be.
Dude, I think it's every time the app updates because I opened up every single one of them and all of them updated and they were like, fuck you, sign back in. And
I mean, Epic doesn't do that to me every time it updates.
Well,
but I mean, I
wow.
hear you. I will say we've talked about this before. I don't know how much on the podcast, but PC gaming, like people hate on Steam sometimes, and some people are like, Steam's a monopoly. It's not. We don't have to get into that whole thing, but it's so inconvenient when you buy a game on Steam and it's like, or on Epic or whatever, and it's, you got to log into Origin or BattleNet, or I mean, I don't are any of the BattleNet games on Steam? I don't think.
No,
Oh,
I don't think
shit.
so.
Yeah.
I
Here we
mean,
go
I
again.
had that installed because some people I wanted to play with and I never did use it for chat. It had like paladins and like, I mean, it wasn't paladins. It was the World of Warcraft and some other game that I had downloaded like years ago were in
I
there.
mean, it's Blizzard. It's like Diablo and StarCraft and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like that shit gets like super fucking annoying. And
Yeah.
I try to buy anything I can on Steam. Occasionally, I'll get it on Epic if it's a good deal or they give away free shit and whatnot. But goddamn, it's ridiculous to have like 6 launchers to play all these games. So
yeah,
Mason,
no, it's
count your
fucking
stars that you don't PC game.
annoying. Yo, I'm about to buy you one so we can fucking actually play some games.
That do be frustrating though.
In terms of fails, that was pretty epic.
It was pretty epic game store.
Epic Game Store.
You're not alone.
All right, let's get out of here. We're at time.
All right, dude. Mason's got a hard stop.
No, dude, sorry.
At
Look, my
8:14.
boss is fucking texting me out the waz.
All right, well,
about
we can just
something.
clip that. But yeah, thanks
You
for joining
guys
us
always
in.
say that, and I'm not sure if you mean like let's just cut that.
No,
or
clip it, like turn it into a clip to
like,
watch
just
again.
that one, just that
Yes.
3 seconds.
That's why, because earlier when you were talking about doing the like the videos on YouTube or the TikToks, you were like, just let me know if you want me to clip that, and so we're just like, you know,
Clip that.
just
clip
clip
that.
Just clip where you said to your
Yeah.
boss.
But also or cut it. Anyways, yeah, thanks for listening, guys. Episode 69, nice.
69.
I don't
that.
remember the day we started, but it has to have been like a
Dude, you
year.
said 18 episodes we've done.
So we transitioned on like the. It
was like the 40
sexually.
I thought it was like the 49th.
We transitioned from. I think it was 47
Okay.
and 48. Could you look this up? I think 48 was the first time we did video because we did one episode audio only.
Oh yeah.
So
I just remember it was like almost episode 50, and when we started doing it together.
YouTube.
So I think this is maybe the 21st episode since we've changed.
Dude, I think
21.
that's so. It's so crazy to think about. That's how many there's fucking been.
It's almost half a year.
Yeah, I mean, we have been doing this for a while now.
That's crazy.
It's gotten hot as fuck.
How many
Yeah, dude,
episodes?
it's like 1,000 fucking degrees in here.
21.
21
21.
episodes.
Yeah, can
Bruh.
we just turn this fan on?
Let me just no. Let me just click a few more of these just because I spent like an hour on this.
I'm very
For the,
upset. I'm
people
sorry.
that
I
can't
don't
see the
mean to be
ceiling,
unprofessional.
Turning the fan on
That's
would
a fucking
smash this
excellent
light
question.
that Mason put up. So
I've heard enough there, fella. Buddy, you're
Fine, I'll
not
shut
making
up.
a lick of sense up there.
made sense.
You
to me.
guys snorting smoke up there?
She. Which ones did I not?
Did
hit?
you get a Luigi one in there?
Bow, down, bow, 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 bow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hell no.
You should
Sean,
have. You should have gotten.
Listen
Oh yeah,
up.
man.
You're going to love this. Can y'all see that? Look in the monitor.
Oh, yeah.
You're pretty good at impressions there, guy.
I'm close on some of them. All right, y'all. Thank you so much.
We'll be
Thanks
back
for watching.
next week.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for subscribing.
Thanks for subscribing.
Hit the like button. It really helps us out.
Hit the smash button.
Smash that.
Don't forget to ring that little notification bell.
Hit the
and then
smash button.
See what that does is it'll let you know when we upload a video. Bye.
Bye.
Hit the buy button.
Hit the smash buy button.
Just ring the bell. Debuff is hosted by me, Steve Skeels, edited and mixed by Mason Carlton. Follow us on Instagram at DebuffPod. That's DebuffPod. Thanks for listening. I'll see you in the next one.